Hi, I'm Johnny Qualls. I'm a lieutenant with the Weatherford Police Department assigned to the Investigations Division. A couple of years ago, as a sergeant in CID, I was part of a team that would review cold cases periodically, and the Deputy Chief, Greg Lance, approached me in 2023 about an unidentified remains case from 1998. In October of 1998, human remains were found near the Petro Truck Stop in a heavily wooded area. The body was in a heavily decomposed state. The Tarrant County Medical Examiner's Office came out and helped rule it a suicide. A gun was found on the body or near the body, and a wig and some glasses, but unfortunately no identification was found on or near the body.
I was called out to the Petro Truck Stop in Weatherford, Texas. In order to try to put a face to the body, we had a forensic artist come, and she actually used the skull, and using a method with known tissue depths, she created a face out of clay on top. And then because we had the wig, we put the wig on and the glasses on and took photographs. We tried to recreate the color and the type of jogging suit that she was wearing. And then those images, images of that facial reconstruction were given to the media.
Her DNA had been entered into CODIS, which is a system used to help identify folks, and unfortunately no clear identification of who she was ever made. After reviewing the case, I contacted the Tarrant County Medical Examiner's Office and ended up speaking with Dr. Crowder. He spoke of advancements such as forensic genealogy that might be an option to help us identify these remains.
So the critical piece of evidence that helped solve this case was more of a new technology. The evidence itself, which ended up being teeth retained after the exam, retained for DNA or other testing in the future, were used with a different type of DNA analysis called FGG, or Forensic Genetic Genealogy, or IGG, Investigative Genetic Genealogy.
We have developed a process called forensic grade genome sequencing that allows us to be able to read intractable evidence in most other cases and read it in a way that allows you to have as much information as possible so that you can infer really distant relationships. A sixth cousin, a fourth cousin, a third cousin, we're all related to some degree, and then you can place that person back in a family tree. And that's what we go back to law enforcement with.
They were able to develop a profile and give me the name of a possible son named David. I contacted David around Christmas time of 2023, and he was able to tell me that his mother had gone missing approximately 25 years ago and in another state. And after him giving me a description of his mother commonly wearing a wig and describing some glasses that she wore, and then also sharing some family photographs with me, I felt pretty confident that our unidentified remains were going to be David's mom, Nellie. And so we ended up sending a DNA kit to David and confirming that this was indeed his mother. This was one of those cases that was very satisfying to be able to offer some closure to a family, because we review cold cases that just very small percentage of those cases are ever actually solved. And so just having the ability to, it's one of the most satisfying things that I've ever been a part of, to play a small role in being able to bring that closure to a family and fill in some blank spots and answer for them what had happened to their family member, and then ultimately being able to bring Nellie home where she belongs. There are obviously some significant costs associated with the type of research involved in and testing with a private lab like we saw in this case, but the city of Weatherford's dedicated to assisting with that. And as a result of the success that we saw in this case, the Weatherford Police and Fire Foundation has offered to assist us in the future and to help offset some of those costs.